Actually live. Oh, hello and welcome to Open Source Stream with Rain and Adrian. Adrian and Atticus is in the background. I've heard him a few times now.
Yeah, he's under the desk with his new bone.
Oh, love. And I'm keeping the lo-fi the whole time.
Keeping the lo-fi?
Yeah, the lo-fi music.
Okay.
It's just gonna go the whole time. Just the whole time. So yeah, what I wanted, so this is what I built out. Let me start over.
Mm-hmm.
This project, which started as like, oh, I already have someone chatting. Oh, hey, Lisa.
Lisa.
I was like, what? How do I already have someone watching? Oh, it's Lisa. Hey. So the project started out as I want to explore open source projects and check out their docs and the getting started page and, just go. But the way it ended up happening is every single week, like literally 30 minutes before the show, I'm like, what am I working on this week? And in the meantime, I see you and you're like, I'm working on this project for the next 4 weeks. And I'm like, I could do something like that.
Just be like me and never get anything done stream to stream.
No, focus. So that's what I wanted to just kind of like take the time to figure that out-ish. And I should probably clean up my, let's see how well Restream shares today. We never know what's going to happen with Restream.
I know. Is one of your projects me teaching you how to use OBS?
Totally one of my, yes, 100%. Absolutely.
Video.ninja?
And video.ninja. I will show you everything so far I've built out. So to that end, I built out a GitHub repo.
Yay!
Yeah.
Are you like using like the board and stuff for like your different things? And
What?
are you getting all organized, or are you just like committing things?
Like you do.
I mean, not like I do. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm surprised things work half the time.
Touche. Okay. So I'm going to share the entire screen of this screen. Please, please, please don't be blurry. It's fairly clear. It could be bigger.
What project are we focusing on today?
So today is just about planning.
Okay. Oh.
And so this is what I just started writing down projects I could fold in. This is where I get my knowledge from. And then I thought I could start keeping a list of past engagements, but then I was like, am I getting too, okay, let me start over. The whole reason I put it on GitHub is I was watching a Chris Nova stream. Do you know Chris?
I don't think I do.
I won't introduce you because I only know of Chris kind of thing.
Okay.
But so Chris Nova is a technical person who was writing out their pronouns are hard.
So here's what I do. I just default everybody to they, them.
Yeah, it's
smart. I really know
go.
them.
Yeah. So they were working on an upcoming speech. Chris is big within CNCF, so you might not know them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, they were building out their speech. I assume it had already been accepted, and they were building it live within GitHub and just building it out. I think they were actually using JavaScript or another language that I don't use, but I was like, I could do that in HTML and PHP and stuff. And so I built this section, and it stood quiet for a long time.
There's actually like a slide deck framework in like JavaScript that you can use, and it like generates your slides.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that's what they were doing. But yeah, what I'm doing, I built out in GitHub pages. And these are just the projects I could work on. But I was thinking of actually, you know, two things. I mean, this might be a really short stream. We might be like, okay, thanks. So I built that out. But then I was thinking, do I want... Lisa knows Chris. And her pronouns are she, her. Oh. Got it. And this is Chris Noah. There we go. So, so the idea of is we're just going to think about the next quarter or 2 quarters. And I know that I want to build out an app a quarter, a sample app a quarter. So that's one of the reasons why sample apps was on here. I know I want to build out
sample app a quarter or a month.
Oh, per month. Yes.
Okay. I was like, we're not going to hit our goals.
I need you to build more apps per quarter.
Excuse me?
Pardon.
Please, sir, can I have some more apps?
Build out a sample app a month. 2, learn OBS and Video Ninja. 3, play with it. And then the rest are just things that I wanted to play with and integrate within those sample apps.
Okay.
So I think I kind of answered my question, which is build out a sample app a month. And so each month there's that focus. And then within that be like for this first month, be playing with OBS and video.
Yeah. I mean, I did that like a while ago. Like I built out, and then I also built out like overlays and things like that. So like that in itself is its own project. Because like if you're building, you can build like a whole website that works as an overlay. And then like I have like serverless functions on the back end that's like accepting events from Twitch, and I don't know, it just snowballed, but it's kind of cool. Like now that I look back at it.
Yeah. Well, so that's the part that so the sample apps, we're building them for Cockroach Labs, and they will be open source. But one of the things that we kind of brought up offline was that like we have these generic apps, but we want to kind of focus them around the features that exist or demonstrating the features that exist.
The differentiating features, yeah.
Specifically.
Because like whenever I feel like whenever I come and I see like a CRUD app, like everybody has like the same to-do app, right? Like you can just move that from database to database. There's nothing really exciting about being able to create, read, update, and delete. But like those are important for getting people started, like how to use the different client libraries and things like that. But like what I'm really interested in is like this sample app demonstrates X, and like you can do X in CockroachDB, but you can't do it anywhere else, or you can't do it the same. Like maybe it's easier in CockroachDB.
Right, exactly.
Like you know, I think it's a good time to mention that is it today that it came out? 21.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow 21.2 is being released.
Yeah.
And one thing that they had that I thought was really exciting was CDC, which stands for...
CDC isn't the one that I was excited about. Oh. It was, but...
Is it? I can't, it's like, it's the chain. It's the one where you can like hook it up to webhooks and send changes to your database
via the webhooks. Yeah.
So like that would be a cool sample app, I think, and it could be pretty easy because it's configuration in CockroachDB, and you can send it to like an endpoint that it could be like a serverless function. Something that I think you need to learn how to do is create serverless functions using Python.
That's exactly. So that one is...
Thank you, Lisa. Change data capture.
Thank you. I was literally pulling up the marketing brief.
Oh, I'm good at all of these terms.
So the one, by the way, the one that, Where is it? Not that. There are we have two more developer application layer interfaces.
Oh, the like the ORM.
The ORMs, yeah.
What are
Alembic, and
that's for schema changes.
which is specifically for Python developers, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Sequelize. And now I suddenly realize why Lisa asked what Alembic was. I completely was not paying attention. I shouldn't say that on a live stream. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so Alembic is a migration tool for Python developers, by the way.
Okay.
That's the one I'm super excited about. And then Sequelize, which is a Node.js ORM. So those are the two that I'm big about, which I think, like, theoretically, I would also be putting tech talks in here for my schedules, but I actually have nothing scheduled coming up.
I mean, it's the fourth quarter. It's the holiday season. There's not a lot coming up. I mean, we used to be able to like go and do like meetups, back in the day, and like you could test out your talks during the meetups of the holiday season.
Right. I miss meetups. Thank you, Lisa. You are awesome. Oh, that's one of the things that I have been doing lately is putting the chat overlay over there.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, obviously we've got a lot of these. No. Why is it that you can suddenly not type as well when you're streaming? Same.
I don't know. That problem's never occurred to me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Can you believe it's Thanksgiving next week?
What? No.
I'm so thankful that my kids have no idea what Thanksgiving is and therefore have absolutely no expectations.
You'd be like, this is the day that we go get Chinese takeout.
Exactly. No, we're going over to a friend's house, but they are also not American and don't do a traditional turkey dinner. So we're gonna be like, we're gonna be like, this is a way of celebrating Thanksgiving.
I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I definitely know the Sunday after I'm heading to Vegas for reInvent.
Yes, you are. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If you're at reInvent, please come by and see us. Say hi. Grab a shirt, some swag, stickers,
stuff,
buttons probably.
There's going to be a gaming event there, isn't there?
There is going to be a gaming event. Like it's all like public now, right? Like I'm not.
No,
anything I'm not supposed to say.
No, you're good.
There's no surprises.
There's no surprises.
So what is it? Is it the twin sisters?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll be speaking at it, which is pretty cool. They have. Is it Cookie Run? That's what they have.
Yes.
I'm just asking you questions. Is it Cookie Run? Did they make that game? And then also Spencer will be talking. So
Cookie Run Kingdom.
Cookie Run Kingdom. I haven't played it yet, but the cool thing about that is it uses CockroachDB.
Totally played this game. It runs pretty tight on a teeny tiny phone, which I have an iPhone 12 mini, and it ran pretty good, and it was completely addictive.
Maybe so I don't want to play it. Yeah.
I ripped that sucker down. Like I lost an hour, and it felt like 5 minutes or so, and I was like, oh, so this is not good. I'm just gonna take
Like
that off of my.
I'm busy with the update to Animal Crossing right now. So.
Exactly. Speaking of, I'm gonna cough to death.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No worries, Lisa. Yeah, I can see. Speaking of, so Lisa's talking about this comment. If you look at it via Twitch, you can see two different.
Because they're names of
pictures. Yeah, but that's the actual name of the
emotes.
The emotes.
Yeah.
So that's what happened there. Restream's like, I don't know what to do with this. That's what Lisa's talking about. But yeah, I'm gonna put this game on a less accessible platform like my iPad that I have to tear away from my kids to use or wait until they're in bed. But yeah, this week, I know, right? I'm a good parent. This week we are starting playing with roaches, which I'm kind of excited about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A little bit. Where we are going to start playing games with gaming platforms that use CockroachDB. And so we'll literally play this game. Will be one of the things that we play with. I'm excited. Okay.
So one sample app that I'm thinking about doing, at least part of on my stream, is the holidays are coming up, and we have ugly holiday sweater contests. And so I want to create an app that will allow you to submit your ugly holiday sweater via Twilio, like, so you can text it in and then people can vote on it using text. And so there's going to be like kind of two parts to it. There's the back end that handles all of like the webhooks for Twilio, writing information to CockroachDB serverless naturally.
Yeah.
And then making a fun like kind of dashboard for the contest so you can see the pictures come up as people register, see the votes update. So I thought that would be cool. Like, and if maybe you want to help me out on like the front end piece, and we can explore playing with something like pusher channels and some serverless functions and build that out.
Yes, this is happening.
Yeah.
It is definitely playing with roaches. Lisa, would you like to join on Friday? Hey, Atticus, would you like to join on Friday?
What are you doing, Sploots? Want to say hi? Come here. He's like, oh, I hate it when you do this. I'm like, hi. He's like, I hear people, but I don't see people.
This is very important. Hey, buddy. Goodness. Oh, he's so tortured.
Oh, I know.
He's so tortured. Hey, buddy. I'm so sorry.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
can you put me down? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah.
All right, I'll put you down. I think I kicked your bone. There we go.
I know, exactly. All right, now it's just Aydrian.
Got like a wet willy, but directly.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, this is the schedule. Is this all of the ones in the quarter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I should probably do something like this, but.
Right, and then you'll
planning. What's that?
What?
I was like, planning. What's that?
Well, that's the thing. You do this.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
You're working on specific apps from week to week, and you continuation and whatnot. And maybe you don't have the dates down, but
yeah. Well, tomorrow on my channel, I'm going to be pushing forward with the Twitch webhooks, the Twitch event sub webhooks. I was hoping to gather some data and some about like the stream, so that way we could do reporting on it. But as it turns out, there's not a good way to do that. So we're going to push forward to working on the Slack bot part, so that way we can send
Oh, cool.
notifications when people come online.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can we also look into integrating that with Discourse?
Yes. So I've actually done something like that. So Discourse has an API. So I'll have to work with you to get like the credentials, but
I
you
can get
can post to an API, and what it will do is it will activate a oh my goodness.
What?
It will activate a banner at the top of the forum,
Exactly.
alerting people that someone is online
Perfect.
with a link.
Correct.
So there might be even more fun things that we can do, but we'll see. I think I like to start slow and then build it up. So tomorrow we're going to be basically hard coding where the message is going to go. So which Slack workspace, which Slack channel.
Yeah.
And then following that up with how can we store that information in CockroachDB and pull it out in time, so that way if we have the bot installed in 2 workspaces and there's 3 channels in one workspace that wants to get alerted and 2 in another, like how are we going to store all that information so that way we can run through and send those alerts whenever they happen.
Exactly. I love
it. Which gets to be kind of fun.
Libraries.
We went to the library.
Well, why does library suddenly look weird?
Library? I mean, Library.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks right.
I'm thinking, so the reason why it's in question mark, I'm not going to just dive into the entire language, although that might be cool.
Which library?
Yeah, exactly. So definitely pandas.
Pandas?
Yes. It's a library for displaying data pretty.
Oh.
To put it
like the data
TLDR. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I really wish.
What sample lab are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's a great question.
I mean, is it going to be a Python one?
It'll definitely be in Python.
So is it like
Heroku to deploy?
Heroku?
Heroku.
You mean or Heroku?
Heroku.
Okay. Is Heroku is that the puzzle game?
That's Sudoku, and you're fired.
We're good. I'm good at this. Heroku.
Yeah, Heroku.
So we've not really talked about I've not had time to like sit down with you while you do like Python. Like, do you use like Python and with Django? Is that your preferred?
Yeah. So my stack tends to be. I'm going to say this. Please still love me at the end of this sentence. My stack tends to be Python, MySQL, Django, Heroku. Please don't
Wait,
fire.
I heard something in there that didn't sound right.
Right. So I'm modifying to Python, CockroachDB, serverless, Heroku, Django. And I kind of want to go back and there are a couple of really simple applications that we build out in Django Girls that I would like to rewrite to include CockroachDB and then submit it to their, they have Django, let me see if I can find it. They have a getting started thing, and then you can write plugins for it, like how to expand your app.
Ooh.
So this is the base one that you do at a workshop.
Okay.
Which is just it's got the installation and how the it even goes into Git a little bit, what code editor, all this stuff. Yeah, get it. And then extend your applications.
I'm gonna set up my sound effect laugh track button.
So this is is this the extend? Yes. You know what? Maybe Django doesn't use any kind of database.
Do we have a CockroachDB connector for Django?
Yes.
Because Django is kind of like the Ruby on Rails, but Python, right?
Yeah.
So like Ruby on Rails has like the action templates and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the wireframe for Python.
Yeah.
So maybe there is no database.
What? Why wouldn't there be a database?
I'm serious.
Oh.
Because this is the getting started.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also they switched from Heroku to Python Anywhere. But that's okay. I can also work with Python Anywhere. It's just not my usual.
Yeah, I used to do Heroku because I was deploying like kind of full backends like Node.js stuff. But now I just deploy it to Netlify because I've gone from like doing like a Node.js full application to just using serverless functions.
Exactly.
Are there any like cool static site generators that are written in Python? Kind of thinking along the lines of Jamstack, like where do Pythoners go to get their jam? Pythonistas?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because I feel like today, like the big thing is like statically generated sites. So like you can store information in say CockroachDB, pull that out at build time to statically generate all of these sites so they load really fast, and you can like keep them on the edge.
Well, it looks like it's like
we'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Oh, Flask does the static generate? Yeah.
You're so fired. So when I tend to use static generated sites, it's because of
Python heart the stack or the Jamstack.
Yeah, it's used GitHub pages through not ordered list.
Ordered list. I know that like a long time ago, it was like GitHub pages and Jekyll.
Thank you.
But that was Ruby.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's what I use.
The first developer hub I wrote was in Jekyll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use Jekyll, and then I use WordPress.
Oh.
Yeah, but WordPress is PHP. It's not Python.
Ooh, oh, Flask. Have you used Flask?
I haven't.
It's it's I think pretty popular with like the hackathon crowd.
All right.
Because I'm finding out that like a lot of students know Python, which is great. And it's like they know Python, they know Java, and I'm like, oh, these are not my favorites. These are not my favorites. I do enjoy Python. I like their list comprehensions, but that's not like what I do all the time.
It's not Flash. It's Flask.
Flask, like glug glug glug, Flask.
Oh, yeah. Look, versus Django. So apparently Django also builds out websites.
I think Flask is like a lighter weight. So like Django is very opinionated. Well, like
no, it's not. You don't know.
It's the whole convention over configuration or whatever that Rails does. Like Django does the same thing. So it's like most people do this, so we're gonna make it easy for people to do this. And Flask is like, here's all the stuff. Do what you want. What you want? You want help? No. Like,
there's
no help. Someone who's done it before.
No. Go post on Stack Overflow. Okay, we'll do
Go
this.
Post on Stack Overflow.
I kind of want to. do that. So for my sample apps, I think one of the things I would do is, well, yeah, the ORMs are what excites me about the upcoming stuff. I haven't thought about it in terms of my sample apps. Let's see.
What was the other ORM that we announced? It wasn't Sequelize, was it? Like, because we've had that.
No, Sequelize is new.
I thought we had that because people were using it at the hackathons.
Maybe we weren't using it officially, or
thank you for using it and testing it. For
yeah, exactly. So CDC is, so there are 3 aspects to why it's a better developer experience. There's a new SQL syntax that gives
like the on update.
On update,
Okay.
expression-based indexes, granular control over session settings. Which gives more access that was not previously available. It was one of the sticking points between Postgres, MySQL, and CockroachDB. Like, those functions weren't as easy.
Well, yes, every release, the compatibility with Postgres is getting better.
Exactly. So the other thing was identifying workload performance trends over time, which is more. Is that more like time based?
I don't know.
I don't know either. And then retrieving query stats to be able to diagnose issues directly from the SQL CLI.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy, I should put an index in here.
Right? Like, oops, this should be optimized by a lot.
It's always add another index unless it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put you on top. And then the integration. The other thing that I kind of wanted to play with was that it scales really well.
What does?
Like there's faster backups. There's it's supposed to more easily monitor the number of nodes, but I'm not sure how I could demonstrate that using the application without also involving.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of serverless as in scaling, like where it's like it's fine, everything's great.
Yeah. Okay, what else can I do? So there's this other project I was working on with a Camunda developer. Did you know that Camunda has a hook to CockroachDB?
So I still don't know what Camunda does. I just know that Mary's there.
Great question.
And something about business systems.
Do you know David as well?
I know a David
Simmons at Camunda?
I know David Simmons. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So David Simmons and I were working on a greenhouse project together. And
like flowers or vegetables?
Yes. Basically a smart greenhouse that monitors the level of moisture, the heat, the everything to do with, and then vents accordingly or waters accordingly, or just basically responds based on whatever a plant needs, based on what plant is inside the greenhouse. So from a personal point of view, not a big deal, because I will say I kill the hell out of plants. So from a personal point of view, it would be great just to be able to keep a living plant.
I have a spider plant that's just not doing well. Like It might not be coming back. I can keep dogs alive. Plants.
Right? I'm good with the kids, mostly. Glad I have a partner to back me up. Not doing well with the plants. But from an agricultural standpoint, if you could plant, you could take care of, you could scale a lot bigger. If you had an IoT greenhouse, you wouldn't need to hire as many people.
Until it rises up against you.
Until it takes over the world and we
Right.
all die. Maybe I won't work on that project anymore.
It's like sounds like a Doctor Who episode. I don't think it ended well for the people who created the greenhouse.
That was one of my first episodes ever. It was Dr. Six, Tom.
Oh, I didn't watch back then. I'm on the 2005.
It's a new stuff.
Yeah, the new stuff.
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to do a Doctor Who app
Okay.
because we literally have a feature, literally, where we can do time-based healing. And so we need to do a Doctor Who app to demonstrate that feature. That
Let's do it.
Yes. I'll share my screen again. That might even be the one that I work on next. Doctor Who. Time-based recovery. I also definitely want to do an escape room of something. Obviously a database, maybe a global database where people can rate escape rooms around the world.
Oh.
I would die.
I did one.
Yeah.
I've only been, just that one. But we beat it.
Oh,
You were there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there. I was in the room.
It's like when the door opened up to the other room, I was like, what? I thought we were done.
The little door. Oh, no, I was so happy. And then the ending with the little door.
Oh,
By
yeah,
the way.
the little door that you climbed through.
Oh, man.
Like Alice before she ate that thing.
In a second, I will climb through little doors. I won't even take a minute to be like, can you fit through that little door?
Nope.
Is this an embarrassing moment that you might not want to have recorded? Nope, I'll climb through the little door into blackness.
And
Love
the guy
it.
was on the other side, like, most people use this door, but
I know. The key was right there. Yeah, but
you know what? If they didn't want you to go through that door, they wouldn't have made it go all the way through.
exactly.
Yeah.
And by the way, that place, that door, that room, and that company to me was infinitely better than the next night with the next company. And this is something that we could write up in our database. So escape room database. I don't even remember where we were. That was not Los Angeles. That was Raleigh. See, Lisa was there. Exactly. So that's North Carolina. We were in North Carolina. That was my old stomping ground.
Carolina.
North Carolina. And then, so the other thing that I want to work on, so Camunda, by the way, is a, probably should not, the TLDR on Camunda is that it's a process, it automates things. It's comparable to Ansible, for example, where you set up a series of, I'm going to use Ansible terms. You set up a series of playbooks that if this happens, do this. If that happens, do this. It's really good in, for example, a network administrator would set up, okay, if I have a Windows system, if a system becomes unresponsive, reboot it, for example. Or if...
I've tried turning it off and on again.
Exactly. Thank you. But for within a greenhouse setting, if the temperature is above this, vent. If the temperature is below that, heat. Kind of, and takes care of those automation processes. So that's what Camunda does, which is why, and they have a open source aspect to them. And then, so what I could do is start on the Camunda path, add Circle CI to it. And then this last sample app in January will be the IoT greenhouse controller.
What IoTs are you using? Are these like Raspberry Pis?
Yeah, sensors. I guess this is kind of obvious. Either Raspberry Pis or Arduinos. And by the way, Lisa, if you're watching, this is another thing that would be good for our budget.
I have this one here. It's a W. Oh well, yeah. I have a camera module that I can't get to work. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually have a few tech things in the boat. I have a couple of IoT sensors coming over.
Keep talking about this boat.
I know.
I don't think the boat's ever coming.
I don't think the boat is real.
Did the boat go through pirate-infested waters?
It did go through a canal and kind of went sideways.
You were on that boat? The Home Shopping Network? Yeah.
Exactly. We're here to sell you a water bottle.
I got a lot of stuff over here I can show you.
Water bottle. Nice.
I got my nano leaf lights that I'm just gonna wait to put up until I get to my next place. Let's face it, those are gonna be cool one day. What?
Excellent. Someday. I'm gonna change out this light. And
how are you gonna swing from the chandelier?
Well, it's going to be a different chandelier.
Oh, okay. Is it on the boat?
It's on the boat. So many things are on the boat. So I have two more paths open. Oh, something I wanted to play with was Open Whisk and Open Foss. And I have two more openings. So I
just got a ladle. I think it's closed source though. It's proprietary.
What's ladle? Is it fast?
It dips my soup out of the bowl.
All right.
I already had a whisk.
No, Open Whisk is apparently an open source cloud platform. Like to be able to do like serverless platform instead of Google or Azure.
How do you get it up there then?
Right? I don't know. I just was like,
if you're like you have to get a server, then it's not really
I know it's not. Excuse me. Could I also have money in the budget for a server? Because it could go right there.
Lisa's gonna be like, note to self: don't ask Rain anymore.
Lesson learned. Okay.
It's like remember back in the day when they had like the was it Toys R Us shopping sprees or whatever? Like people were winning Toys R Us shopping sprees, and I always wanted one, but then I was like, I don't want any of that stuff.
They were like, yeah, I had a plan. I was gonna run in, get a gaming console, just get a crap ton of games. Pushing the cart and running, just like that.
People don't do that anymore. They can just go to Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, there's also no Toys R Us anymore. That got sad.
Does that mean I have to grow up? Because the whole thing was, if you're a Toys R Us kid, then you don't have to, or you're not gonna, or you don't wanna. I don't remember, but I'm not doing it.
I don't wanna. Because I don't wanna. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the next quarter.
So these are speaking.
These are all streams.
Oh no,
What happened? What did you do? Did you just kick Atticus?
No, I have like the lens cover for the camera, and I gotta stop playing with it because I'm gonna break it, and then I won't have cover for the lens, and then bad things. I need fidgety things, so it's
Touche.
fine. It's
I,
fine. It's fine.
it's
Everything's
fine.
fine.
This is fine. I'm
Mhm.
gonna drink water now.
We're just gonna pretend everything's fine. Trying to think. What else? I think it would be fun to build some starter apps. So like it's not as important to show people how to work, but how things work, but how to get started. I think that's a good idea too.
Well, that is something I want to play with is the actual getting started apps that we have already. Like I don't even know if we've had a developer go in and test. Like I went in and tested.
Well, I think like some of them there are like some differences based on if it's using serverless or not, which I believe you've like tested the serverless ones.
I did.
But
I've
like there's
tested this one.
all the ones for like Cockroach DB that you can like deploy yourself. You know, they have is it secure? Is it insecure? Like the Cockroach serverless ones are secure. So there's things there that I was playing with because I was like looking at say they have one for Rust, right? And I think the library that they were using is a couple versions old. And then I'm like, but I like this library, so I looked at this one, so I don't know, because I was using SQLX.
And I also wonder if it would be beneficial to maybe we should invite Dan on this on the planning on my planning, because I think every quarter I'm going to do a plan just to get my next quarter going so it's written. But something I wanted to do definitely was go through these and do each of the sample apps that are here, the simple ones. For example, I don't even use PsychoPG 2. I use PsychoPG.
PsychoPG. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Run. Okay, well, I'll stop.
Never. And then also these applications, these 4 that we have in here, I wanted to go through and test them live and mess up and fix them live.
Great.
Because I like to mess up in public.
You're gonna sharpen up your JavaScript skills.
Exactly.
JavaScript.
Although I will say the Java one scares me.
Yeah, I had that was my learning language in college, and like I don't remember hardly anything other than it's like really verbose because I'm used to being able to be like this equals new this with all of these parameters, but like no.
Exactly.
It's like you have to create the new thing, and then you set the things individually, and you use like, you know, people like always cared about like how many lines of code something was. I was like, if you use something other than Java, it's gonna cut it in like a third.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I've heard.
Well, because then I went from Java to C#, which C# was like a little nicer around that stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know.
Oh, this one literally just grabbed.
What? I can't.
I could probably handle this one. Because you're not even writing the app out or anything. You're just cloning the repository.
Oh yeah, I think that's what like a lot of the quick starts are. Like they're just trying to get an app up and running. It's not so much about like what the app is because they're usually like, you know.
Well, the Python one, like I could read this, and that's what I appreciated about it. Like, okay, I see where you're writing the function, where you install the library or you import the libraries, you know. Then you define this function. This function asks you to enter the connection string. You know, that's the actual connection to the database. That's you calling this function. Then you close the connection, and then it prints it out because of this. But like with the Java one, Java.
I'm more a T person.
I'm a T person, 100%. I don't do Java, I do T. Yes, but like I can read the repo, the README. This is the actual app itself.
Oh, that's the README? We should add some more stuff to that.
Yes, we should.
See, like you had to go so far down to find that file, and there's like nothing else there.
There's nothing
Folders
here.
for folders' sake. That's what Java is.
Oh, I love it.
Hey,
love
you
it.
connected to the cluster. Good for you.
Good job.
Good for you. You're happy and healthy.
Like, why? Oh, jar. Okay. Jar.
Yeah, I learned how to like write Python, but they never told me how to like distribute it, like how to like do it on like what to do, like how to build it to send it to somebody else, and so that was fun. But back in the day, we didn't have the web apps.
When did you get your undergrad? If I may be so bold.
In this millennia. Oh my goodness. People who were born when I got my degree can drink now, if that tells you anything.
Are you serious? 21 years ago?
Oh, well, almost. Well, wait. Oh, God. Wait. Sorry, no, that's when I high school. That one was high school. Yeah, no, they can vote. I can tell you that.
All right, so 18 years ago.
2004. Did you just mute yourself?
No, can you?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No?
No, I can. You just cut out for just like a little bit. Can you not hear me?
Are you just saying stuff now?
I am definitely talking to you. Did you?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. No, yeah, you I can hear. It's not.
Oh, okay. I just couldn't hear you.
Oh.
Let's try that again.
What did you do?
See, every once in a while this mic just leaves the building.
Did you forget to water it?
I should set up an IoT. There's a community thing that is like, you need to water that.
Hi, bud. What's up?
Hey, Atticus.
He's like, what are you talking about?
Why are you talking to people?
He's like, why does he talk to people who are not there? I don't understand him at all.
No one's there.
Like,
okay.
Oh.
Weird.
Wrong pipe.
Weird. Okay. I don't know why my mic is coming out of the laptop now, but it is.
Oh, we can think of other things that we could do with the Slack bots too. Also, I need a name for the bot. Are we gonna call it Roach Bot or something?
Okay.
Roach.
Speaking of, okay. Hi. This is about to get gross. Hey, buddy.
Did you want to? What do you want?
Does he want to come up? Does he want to come up?
He's like, oh, screw that. No, he's like, no. He's like, no, that, no.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for like the fur to like regrow on his paw where they like shaved it for his.
Oh, buddy. Hey. He wants to come up, but he doesn't want to come up. Hey, buddy. Oh, hey, buddy. He's like, no, this is.
He doesn't know where to look.
No.
Look up
No.
there. Look up there. See that?
Here.
See the camera there?
See
Look at the
the
camera.
black thing? He's look at those ears. Those ears are like,
Oh, no.
Adrian has lost it. How do I get down? Buddy. Oh, buddy. He just wants down.
No.
That's all
He wants
he-
up, then he wants down, then he wants up. Did I tell you that he weighed in at 25 pounds? So he'll be like 8 months old tomorrow. And yeah.
You have to do a photo shoot.
I know. Yeah, I've been bad. I don't know if I did it for 7 months. I don't like my keyboard. I don't need that. I don't need that. You don't know where that's been. Yeah, but no, I need a name for. You just. I'm on big boy screen.
Yeah, you are on big boy screen because I'm trying to fix my. Ta-da!
Oh yeah,
Okay.
but I need a name for like the Slack bot that's gonna go in Unity.
Okay, so my suggestion is that it's named after a subtle roach species. Oh my gosh, it's like the Parco Blata. You could call it the Blata.
Parco Bata.
Yeah, exactly. Parco Bata. Oh, apparently Blotella. Blot is in a lot. Death's Head Bot.
What? Well, if we don't decide, it will just be Roachbot. Name pending.
The TBD.
TBD bot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to create one tomorrow, so we can send on behalf of it. So
Okay.
I'll create one and I'll install it into our community Slack, and then I'll probably create some kind of testing channel so we can send to that first before we
Perfect.
send to like announcements or something.
Perfect.
Stealth
Okay.
mode.
So speaking of,
Yes.
tomorrow,
Adrian
is streaming at 3:00 Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Casual coding
Yes.
Tuesdays.
Continuing work on the Twitch event sub thing. I should have a good name for it. But what's going to happen is it's eventually going to notify. Oh my god, bud. He
He's like,
jumped up.
it's time to go for a walk.
Kind of. But we're going to continue work on what's eventually going to be a Slack bot that we'll put in there. I'm sure we'll add more features to the Slack bot portion of it, but we're going to use it to send notifications whenever we go online and offline Twitch, so that way people know, because I know that I'm really bad at like posting in there. It's like, I'm live. And then we can hook up me, we can hook up you, we can hook up the Cockroach DB Twitch channel, we can hook up Jordan, Raphael.
Yeah, exactly. The customer success peeps.
Oh.
Done. Yep.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have going on? I feel like.
Wait. No.
Hey, what's up? Oh, speaking of customer success, we are doing customer success this week on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday is a module about import, export, backup. And also on Thursdays, office hours. I feel like there's a thing in the afternoon, architecture of a serverless database. I think Jim must be the one running it. And then Raphael's Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Jordan is Friday afternoon at 3 Eastern Time. And then we're doing a playing with roaches at noon. On Friday, by the way, if you can make it.
I'm not here this one because I will be at Anime NYC.
I'm so jealous. You're going to have a blast. Can't wait to see your costumes, cosplay.
I don't know how much I'm going to cosplay for this one because like my cosplays are all over the place, so I don't have a lot of anime stuff. But
yeah.
I'm excited because I love like the Dragon Slayer anime cosplays and My Hero Academia. And then there's a lot of them that I don't understand, but every year I understand a little bit more. So
you could totally go as the Pokemon player.
Oh, as Milo, Grass Gym Leader Milo. I need to get that wig styled. It's not quite right. I don't know. Oh, I am running out of time because
Yes, we are heading out.
Yeah.
Take care. See you next week.